Good evening, people. Here I am again with you tonight. This is part 2 of this series. On this section, I'm going to talk about embracing slave culture. And what that's basically talking about is how we've adopted our slave culture from our fathers. And they've got it from their forefathers, and they got it from their forefathers before them, who got it from their slave masters. I just want to touch on a couple of points and show how it's relevant to now, how we have fully embraced our slave culture from our forefathers. The first thing is the dress code, how we dress. The way we dress is so Americanized now. We show off a lot of our fleshly, intimate body parts. Mainly the women do. They dress with short dresses, short skirts, even with their hair. They're trying to grow their hair and perm their hair so it can be long and pretty like the white people. And trust me, I'm not against white people, but this is what the culture is here. And what they display in the media, the mainstream media, is that your hair needs to be straight. And it needs to be long. And it needs to be of a light color for it to be good. I mean, I've seen so many women that are so ashamed and mad and upset about their natural hair. But let's move on. I want to talk about our names as far as embracing the slave culture. And Malcolm X said it the best. He's like, you don't see a Chinese man with a name like John or David. Because these are names that come from the American culture. And what differentiates or makes a person stand out from a different culture as opposed to where he is, one of those things is his name, how he dressed, how he or she looks. But with us here in America that's not from here, but we were born here, but our forefathers are not from here, with us being here, it's hard to tell the difference besides our skin color where we're from. We blend in so good. The media constantly feed into our minds that this is the way we're supposed to be. This is how things should be done. And we have adopted and embraced that. I want to talk about how we slander each other. I mean, even our own brothers, even our blood brothers and sisters in the same household. We use the term nigger, and we slander them for the least amount of things that they do unto us. When the Bible clearly states that if your brother sin against you, that you should forgive him 70 times 7 in one day. I think the number is a bit larger than that. But my point is, it has been instilled in us that if someone do us wrong and it's our brother, we are supposed to have ill mannerism towards him. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. Also, we don't support each other's business. Some people feel like that one person don't make a difference. We don't have many black business owners, but the ones that we do have, you can do your own experiment. Go and ask 100 black people in an area where black business is, and ask them would they prefer to do business at this business or a non-black or non-African business. And I can guarantee you 85% of them will say, no, I ain't going to spend no money at that nigga store or at that black man's store. But we be quick to run to all these different stores, to the white man, to the Asian, to the Arab, to the Indian, to all of these people who have come from outside of the country, and they have more privileges than what we have. All right, last point I want to make, and I'm going to be done with this for tonight. Our eating patterns. Did you know that the ancients, like early civilizations, when they got ready to die, they would eat 3 times a day because they know all this food would make them miserable. Last point. When you eat meat, it takes your body 3 days to process this meat. So if you eat meat for breakfast, meat for lunch, and meat for dinner, imagine how much meat you're cropping up into your insides and your intestines, and how long it's gonna take for this to be processed in your body. But in mainstream media, they say we must eat 3 times a day. That's all the time I have for this evening. I need y'all to comment and subscribe.